Welcome back to the Turbo Series, folks. What we've gone and done is finished up the Dragon Boat Festival. We've cashed in all our rewards. If you didn't see that last time, go check out the last episode. But more importantly, we used all of our stuff in the Fantasy Factory, and we got so many stars. Look at this. We were able to buy out almost the whole thing. So many 10-star puppets, so many resource selection chests. We even got one of these, another puppet selection chest, which means we have loads of food just sitting in the bag. Look at all these chests. 9-star chests, puppet chests. We got 10 stars as well. That means it's time to build ourselves one more hero. And folks, if you haven't been keeping tune, I got two options on heroes that we're going to go for. We're either going to build up some tenants for Mr. Lord of Fear Aspen, or it's about time we built ourselves a Betty. And considering we're sat on 5.5 million crystals of Transcendence, I think we need to get ourselves our 7th and probably final Transcendence hero on this account. It's going to be Betty time. So let's go ahead and make sure we've got stuff ready for her. I've got this lovely B tier copy with control immunity offset and control precision. So we're going to need to build her up to E5. That means we need to get some shadow food. Good thing we did profit orbs this week then. We've got a lot of fodder sitting around. Also, one really nice thing is that's going to help me with my monthly events, because I'm sure Fusion and Awakening is going to need me to build some 9 and 10 star heroes as well. So we're going to do all that to make a ton of progress today, and this is going to hopefully be pretty satisfying, because with a Betty on the account, we can do some pretty fun stuff. So folks, let's get this Betty built. We're going to need to get ourselves some shadow food to get things started. So we're going to have a look around. We've got some shadow puppets in the bag. And we have all this food we picked up from Profit Orb. So let's throw these in. We've got lambs. We've got glens. Oh, look at all this. This is crazy. Now, with a bunch of that summoned, we also should probably go take a look to see if we've got some chests in the bag. Oh, yes, we do. We're going to get ourselves 2 Shadow 6 stars. Let's throw those down as well. We'll summon those in. And with that, we should get started with our Betty. I'm pretty sure Betty copies are something I have quite a lot of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus this copy here, which I need to unlock. So, yeah, this is going to be perfect. That's 6. So we just need to get 3 more from here, which I can do. There you go. And now we're going to go to the Fortune Ruins Creation Circle, and we're going to upgrade to 9-star immediately Betty. So make sure the B goes in there. We've got our 2 other copies that go in there. All these fodder heroes that we've picked up along the way, and some 6 stars. There you go. That is a 9-star Betty. So, next step for upgrading Betty is going to be adding in what will be just another 6-star hero down here. Should be able to build that no problem. Yeah, so if we just go to the Fortune Ruins, we can just easily just build, like, look at that, like a Bade. That's not a problem. I mean, we could even just go with Deathsworn, actually, because he is not a hero that can be made to 10-star, which makes life a lot easier. Do we have any 9-star heroes? Not there, but we do in the bag. So if we look at this chest here, this contains 9-star puppets. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. That's 2 9-star puppets for us. And on top of that, we have this chest here, which has puppet selection chest. That's got 10 stars in. That's very helpful. So we're going to pop that out for a 10-star. So let's go across to Betty. We're going to put in 2 more Betty copies. We're going to throw in a 6-star. And then we've got a 9-star to add there. And that's going to be 10-star. We'll do the same thing twice over. That's going to take us to E2. So more 9 stars can go in here like that. We'll add another one in once it finishes this load. So there's another 9-star. Here's another Betty. And then we're just going to need 3 10-stars to finish her off. So we've got ourselves a 10-star here. That's a puppet. Let's improve that. Let's do the same thing again. Here's another 10-star. There is a Betty. And this Waldeck we have was being used as a tenant, but I don't think I need him anymore. So let's go throw Waldeck in as food. And there you go. That is going to be E5 on Betty. So let's quickly switch her skills. For a Betty, you normally want Control, Purify, and all the survival stuff. So Unbending, Will, HP, and Shelter. And let's go ahead and give her a stone real fast. Now, I don't have a lot of dust, and Betty doesn't demand a good stone. So I'm just going to go for Celestial 6, I think. Just something really cheap and easy. And let's just see what we get. Crit attack. That's not great. Okay, let's upgrade one more time. Block attack. Honestly, I'm going to keep it. A block stone's fine on Betty. Anything to help her get shields. So, yeah, I can work with that. So, now Betty is going to need some more 10 stars. to help her along. So let's get some food built on this account. So if you look around, we got a lot of forest here. That's a pretty good start. We got so much food, actually. This is beautiful. Let's double check our promotion stones. How are we doing here? 117,000. I think that's just enough to get the ball rolling. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a forest 10-star. By the looks of things, we can easily get ourselves a Seerwho. It could be a Freya. It could be anyone. Let's have... Hey, let's just look in here. We might have some copies. Oh, I've got so many Rogans. Oh, we have so many molasses. Do you see that? We had 4 molasses. Do I have 1 more molasses here? Yes, I do. Perfect. Let's get 3 molasses here then and build a 10-star. So, easy 10-star molasses time. You can see the food gets auto-put in. There's all the food. There's the 6 stars. It throws in a 9-star as well. It knows we want it. It gives it to us straight away. Next up, we're going to need to look at a different faction, which probably has a lot of food in, and that's probably here Shadow. I mean, look at all that food. I mean, even the Fortress faction's probably stacked. Oh, it's fairly light, actually, the Fortress faction. Is Abyss also pretty light? Yeah, that's surprising. Okay, well, let's lean on Shadow then, and let's get some 6 stars built in here. So we'll go ahead, and I think as sacrifice, we'll just build a ton of Aiden copies. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. We got 1, 2... and then we need to build a 9-star. Now, we've got a lot of Bade copies, so I'm going to build ourselves a 9-star Bade. Should be pretty easy to do. So we'll just put in 3 copies of Bade here. Put those Aiden copies to good use. And then we need 13 Fodder heroes. We have 1, 2, and then I feel comfortable using most of everything else. So we'll go 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... and that's a 9-star Bade. So, let's take a look here. And I think we can just build some more 9 stars in other factions. Let's pull out all this fortress food that we got from Prophet Orbs. So, let's put in ourselves 3 copies of Valentino here. We'll add in 2 6-star Flame Strikes. We've got 13 Fodder heroes we need. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll go 11, 12, 13 there with Penny and Unimax. And that should be perfect. Let's claim some rewards for building up heroes. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the Abyss faction. See if we can build a 9-star in here. We've got ourselves Illyria. And do we have a normal we can build? Yes, we do. So if we go ahead and look at 9-star Gusta, which I know we have 5 copies of, we should be able to build him. So we put these 3 copies in here. We put in our 2 6 stars. And then for 5 stars, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 1 last copy. Let's just go with this Nikia. And that's going to be a 9-star Gusta. I don't have any more 9-star puppets, do I? Oh, I do! I have 2 chests here. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's use these then to build 2 of these to 10-star. So if I look and go to the bag, I know we can build some 6 stars for each faction. So we'll just go ahead and build a 6-star for Shadow. Let's get ourselves a 6-star for Fortress. And that's going to be each of these, the heroes we need for those factions. So we can make Bade to 10-star, and we can make Valentino to 10-star. Perfect. That means now we've got Bade, Valentino, Molassa. We need 1 more 10-star. We've got a 9-star Light Puppet here still. Yeah. So who can we build? It's going to be Gusta. There's our Abyss. And there it is. That should be a Gusta built to 10-star. 2 copies there. In goes the 6-star. In goes the 9-star. And that's 10-star Gusta. With all that, let's start upgrading our Betty and getting her to Void 4. But before we do need to transcend her. So let's go to the Gate of the Void, let's hit up the Evolution Cube, and let's select Betty as a Transcendence hero, and put our E5 copy in there. And that leaves me with only 621,000 crystals, so we're going to need to get some more to focus on Destiny improvements, which is why I think Betty is going to be our last Transcendence hero for quite some time. Either way, let's level her up to 350. Hopefully I have the spirit for that. Sure do. And let's go and enter into the imprint map and start putting all the improvements we need for Void 4. Now, for those of you that don't know how to build a Betty, I normally choose Control Immunity, Block, and then Damage Reduction as the imprints I feel comfortable using on her. The reason I do that is Control Immunity stops her getting CC'd, Block helps you if you have an Ailamak, and Damage Reduction keeps her alive, which is pretty important, because Betty's got some nice effects that you want to keep using. Well, I've ran out of Stellar Shards. Good thing then, if you take a look at my bag, we've got ourselves a lovely pile of Cores of Transcendence. We're going to open these up in Guidance, and hopefully we'll get ourselves some nice Stellars. Let's do this. At the moment, Aspen and Ailamak are selected. I think I want to go with Natalie copies. Let's get that. Ailamak's also worth awakening. So let's throw it in and see what we can grab. Will we get any Natalie copies from this? Hopefully we do. Aylamac's still pretty good as well. Also, with the free awakens we currently have, because of that free awakening card, any Transcendence heroes we can get that are pretty valuable, like that Aylamac there, are very much welcomed. Alright, there you are. Nice. With all that then, let's go back. Let's select these rewards through here. And now we need to go ahead and claim some Stellar Shards from the bag. There we go. Just going to need a few more of these out here. That's going to take me to 770,000, which is definitely enough to finish this Betty all the way up to Void 4. There you go. So let's pop in another 10-star hero here. No, I don't want to use Eos. I'd rather use Bade. Don't want to go feed in the light heroes. In fact, I know a lot of you have probably been anxious about the fact that Eos has nearly got fed a few times, so I'm just locking her down. There you go. So with all that done, let's go into the tree. And I don't think we've got enough Stellar Shards at the moment to take her to Tree of Origin 1, which is what I want here. But you never know, I might be wrong. Oh, 17 out of 20. We can finish this off. Right, let's go check the bag. Surely we've got some Stellar here. Absolutely we do. Pop that in. That's going to be another 80,000. I think that's all we need, right? I think that's the last little bit. So let's go double check. Can we get the last few levels here? 1, 2, 3. Yep. And that's perfect. So now we just need one more 10-star hero, and we can get it to Tree of Origin number 1. I think Annabelle's the feed here, right? I don't need Annabelle as a tenant anymore. She was just here for Freya. So yeah, let's double check our promotion stones. 26,000. I don't even think that's enough to build a 10-star. I might be able to squeeze one out. I think it's too much of a risk. I don't think I can. So yeah, let's just get rid of this Annabelle. Gonna unlock her, and it's time for it to go. So if we go to Betty, and we can use the Annabelle to finish this level off. And that's it. That's gonna be Tree of Origin 1. Now the reason we've got her to Tree of Origin 1 is so that we can add her core. So if we go to the bag, and we look at our cores, hopefully we have a couple core chests here we can use for Betty. I absolutely do. I have 2 right there that are gonna be a Betty core for us to use. And that's exactly the number of core chests I have. Wow. I think it's an immediate pickup. That's perfect. Let's do it. So, Betty core. Grab that twice over. Let's go to Cores of Origin. We'll claim that through. And that's an upgraded Betty core that we can equip and get some use out of her. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Fantastic. So let's level her up. Get it to 360. There you go. And if we go ahead and look at campaign, there's a pretty nasty campaign wave here, which is 613. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Betty will help massively when pushing through campaign. So now our new goal is to attempt campaign progress. So if we look at our Betty, we need to get some armor for her to start things off. So let's go and see. Do I have any mage gear, any resonant mage gear on anyone? Have I ever upgraded mages? I'm going to go check my guild tech to see if I've upgraded mages. We've never used a mage on this account. Is that true? Oh, it is. Ranger, warrior, priest, ranger. That's mad. So this is our first time ever having a mage. So let's go to the guild tech. And let's upgrade this mage tech. That's really funny. So let's go to the blacksmith. We need to go to the Grey Dwarf's Blessing. And we need to resonate ourselves a mage set. So let's go throw this down. That's pretty easy. And now I need to go to the hero resonance to make sure this is attuned to Betty. Oh, Betty first time. That is actually amazing. Can we do that again? Mage should be pretty easy. There's not as many mages in the game as other factions. So this should be pretty easy. There you go. That's Betty twice all over. Speed? That's Betty? Wow! Mate, this has been really quick. Oh, it's taking its time now. Womp womp. Well, it took a lot longer than the others, but we got there in the end. That is going to be all of our resonant upgrades for Betty. So let's give her some armor, and let's get rolling. She's going to want Elusive Mirror if we've got it, which I know we do. It's currently on Elena. And let's get this team ready to rock and roll. So, the team is ready. We're going to be using a Breath of Forest Spirit on Patricia. We've got ourselves a Demon Bell for Energy Feed on Aspen. Natalie's wearing Elusive Mirror. We've got Demon Bell on Aylamac. And we've got ourselves a Demon Bell on Halora and an Elusive Mirror on Betty. One option could be to swap the Demon Bell on Aspen for an Elusive Mirror so he gets a nice all damage dealt buff. That would be pretty cool, but I think for now we're completely fine. So, into Void Campaign we go, and we're not using Elena here. She's currently wearing a flag so she can be a tenant. So we drop Elena out. I'm going to put Betty on the front line just in case basic attacks can hit her. We're going to activate her core, which is +5 thanks to all the other noble cores we have on our heroes. And this should work really, really nicely. So Aspen's here at the back. We've got, I think, Halora. Let's put her in slot 2. And the rest of the team should absolutely steamroll. So let's send it in. Let's see how we do against this Gustin wave. Let's go to 3 times speed. We start off with Betty immediately hit. The crowd control is devastating. And already the damage pressure looks fantastic. So as you can see, because we've locked down these opponents, we're just cleaning up with so much control here and damage. We've got stuns from Betty. We've even got Aspen here who's able to do Horrify. Yeah, this is really nice. The enemies haven't done anything to us apart from the Gustin passive damage. There come the pings. Huge damage there. Natalie doing the most work, as is normally the case these days, actually. Because Natalie is just a beast. So yeah, let's go again. Betty triggering, crowd controlling one of the King Bartons set free, though. That's unfortunate. And that is a lot of counter damage. That is a real shame. Hopefully Patricia can clean up here. This is the kind of wave she should do well against, because she can tank a lot of this damage. Yep, she's looking good. There's Nat. Patricia helps to clean. And that's it. Divine Power doing a lot of work there, and Patricia showing off her strengths. Here we go. Next wave, we've got ourselves MKxJUMP. Let's see how this one plays out. And Tara here too with Oberon. That's not very fun. Betty triggering. Immediate control coming out there onto the Oberons. Then the core gets the rest of the crowd control. Even though Tara has a lot of CC immunity. This is great. There we go. Active skills coming out from everybody here. You've got Patricia popping out a bit of damage. Nice. And are we even going to get the additional Patricia damage coming here? Maybe. There it is. Perfect. Good burst. Good pressure. Nicely done from the team. You can see, unlike some lineups you'll see, this is sharing the load, where we have Patricia doing damage, Natalie doing damage, Aspen doing damage, and then our support heroes helping us to maintain that pressure. Not as much twine there from Betty as I'd like. Finally triggering a little bit more, but still 2 MKxJUMPs have set free. This could be problematic. We've already lost our Halora. Taken some pokes there onto Natalie and Patricia as well. Aspen should get an active skill here. We've got Horrify out. We've got Stun out. Betty gets even more crowd control. There we go. We're keeping them on the lockdown. That's the position we want to be in. Really, really nice. This means that here, Natalie and Patricia should be able to clean up with joint actives. Aspen might even get some additional damage too, if we're lucky. Already that poke damage looks fantastic. You can see constant damage pressure. Aspen with the overspill. And who's going to get the final blow? It's Natalie. Nicely done. And there you can see Patricia, Natalie, and Aspen doing great. Here we go. Next fight. It's going to be more Tara, MKxJUMP, Oberon nonsense. We've already fought this before, so let's go and fight. And is Dragon Ruyi something I'm thinking about getting in the future? Yes, absolutely. I just need to get some more Origin artifact chests, but annoyingly they're quite out the way in events and rather bad value to pick up at the moment. Hopefully they give us some decent ways of getting them at Anniversary. Maybe even free-to-players could get them at Anniversary. That would be nice. Free-to-play players do love a little cheeky handout whenever you can get it, so that would be good. And yeah, I'm guessing we will get something at Anniversary. That would be nice. And look at that, guys. Damage pressure there. Really good again. Natalie doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that fight. And we're on to Tix Delicium Focus. This could be quite nasty. It all depends on Betty's control here. Let's see. So Focus hitting Patricia. That's the way he's going to go. She's highest attack. So will the Tixes. Finally, Betty gets a trigger. I think we can recover from this. We just need some good crowd control now from the Betty. There we go. We've locked him in. And these mages are no problem once Betty's got it on lock. And you can see, guys, here we are. Look at that damage. Really clean. A little bit of poke pressure from Alomak. And that's a win. Beautifully done. Next fight. This is going to be 6-1-9 now. Come on. Let's take him on. All right. Eos putting a bit of poke out. Pressure coming here still. Patricia getting hit. We're still alive. Betty finally triggering. There we go. Will the core get a good trigger here? Yes, it does. Look at that. The whole team's crowd controlled. That's the difference. You saw only one bit of crowd control on that EOS at the front, but then the core just came into effect. Made life so much easier. The stuns there from Patricia, really nice, adding to that pressure. And then that's going to be more damage and a clear for us. Okay, let's send it again. And this is going to be our final one for Chapter 6-1. Let's see what we do against these guys. Okay, we've got Elena, we've got Vulcan. This should be winnable. Let's see. Oh my word, the Vulcan's dead before anything happened there from him. And now we've got little normal Vulcans on the front. One of them's controlled, one of them isn't. Betty triggering now, though, getting the lock. Now the damage pressure's huge, and that was such an easy clear. Wow. Aspen didn't even have to do anything. And here we go, the wave that gets them all. It is Valkyrie Flamestrike, Chapter 6-2-1. Can we beat Valkyries here? Let's see. Betty's control is going to trigger, locking down the Valkyries if we're lucky. We do take damage over time pressure from this, which is not nice. Aspen putting pressure onto the Flamestrike. We've got more control coming out here. That's some poke damage from Patricia. Patricia keeping it up, dodging a lot of these attacks because her dodge stat is insane, which means Patricia will be able to take it home with these dodges. Oh my word. Now, if you doubted Patricia's damage, then take into consideration her survivability. She dodges everything Valkyrie was doing there, and the Valkyrie basic is hellish. It's really horrible. You can see it's instantly triggering Unbending Will there on Betty. It'll do it to anyone that she touches. Betty, no matter, well, no hero can ever eat the Valkyrie basic, or the active skill, for that matter. But Patricia can, because she's got the dodge. So even though Unbending Will's been triggered here on Patricia, oh, she's doing the counters. She's full shields thanks to Natalie. What incredible synergy. That is amazing. Look at this. Patricia's eating through Valkyries like they're nothing. That is madness. Love this. Here we go. We've got ourselves now a really nasty wave. Sherlock, Holmes, Young, Tix. Unfortunately here, Betty is not going to be able to crowd control the Sherlocks. Not reliably anyway. But we have a lot of control immunity on our team. So hopefully the control that we do to Sherlock isn't going to get bounced back onto us. Oh no! Betty got stunned. That was like the worst case scenario. The dove onto Betty here is bad. The twine from Betty reflects off the Sherlock onto Patricia. That is super unlucky here. Oh my word. We do break free though thanks to Control Purify. I want to see it now. A huge Patricia active skill. Let's go. Get those stuns and pressure out. Oh, she's ready. The counterattacks are coming. Every time she's hit, you'll see it. Counter. Bang. The active skill's in the tank as well. Here she comes. Come on, Patricia. Big damage, and when she starts to get kills, she'll energy feed herself again with an active skill back-to-back. There it is. Stuns. She's fed herself some more energy. Can she get a counter-attack kill? That'll give her even more energy. Oh, she's poking. She's breaking free. Come on. Keep that pressure up. The stun there on the Holmes Young. Counter pressure. It's still there. Come on, Patricia. You're dodging a lot of this. She sends out the active, and it's just a Holmes Young now. And that's a win. Oh, my word, Patricia, I could kiss you. Let's go. Quadruple Holmes Young now. Can she beat this? Let's see. Okay. Low rolling here with Betty not getting hit. The only thing she's getting hit is from the carry-on damage from Holmes Young, which means... Oh, there we go. She finally triggers a control. It took its time. There we are. Damage pressure coming. Poke damage there. Active skill from Ailamak. Getting them lower, keeping them locked, and that's how you beat this wave. If you ever face 4 Holmes Youngs, double Ailamak, it might look scary, but control beats it. Betty is so good at this. And here we go. If we just send in Patricia now with an active, we should start seeing enemies die. Come on, Patricia. She's doing her counters. I like to see it. Halora's done an active, setting us up. There you go. A bit more control thanks to the energy feed. And there you go, Patricia killing the wave. Aspen with the wipe up. Lovely bit of teamwork. Next up, quadruple Seahu, double Holmes Young. Interesting fight. Should be winnable. A lot of damage we take immediately though, but there's Patricia tanking it with the shields. Betty taking a hit with Unbending Will, putting out control. Patricia's active coming out there. More control there from the Betty. This is good. Energy feed rolling onto our Patricia nicely, which means when she starts getting kills, this is going to be good for her. There you go. Already killing a Holmes Young there with Natalie, setting us up nicely for good damage. And we should see another good Patricia active, especially thanks to the energy feed coming through there from our Demon Bells and Elusive Mirror, which means Patricia can get some good damage out already. Here she goes. And that's going to clean the wave. Nicely done. Patricia again, but not doing the most damage. Nice to see that. And here we go. We've got ourselves double Sigmund, double Olivia. Can we beat this? Don't like those Seer Who's there, but immediate crowd control coming out there from Betty. That has got to be a win. Surely. They can't stop us here. Already Olivia's been killed by the Natalie. Damage pressure coming out there from the Aspen getting another kill. That's both Olivia's dead. Here comes Phoenix. And surely a huge Patricia active is in the tank now. Let's see it come. Round 3. All the big stuff. Patricia send it. Massive. Getting the clear. I love that. And I like that we're finally getting to this point now where Patricia is getting to the round 3 active. Because it's so much more substantial. Alright, Halora already getting denied. Do not like the enemy Halora here. We might have to put Aspen in slot 2 to take her down. Patricias have lived through these sorts of things before. Patricia actually doing an active here and not hitting the enemy Halora. That's ideal situation. Good damage pressure onto the Rogan, Aspen, and other Rogan on the enemy team. Patricia has another active skill. Can she get some good damage on the enemy Sword Flash? I don't know. She's horrified. This is bad for her. She breaks free. Counter damage coming in here. Hitting the Asmodel. There's her active. Putting stuns out. She's still not hit Halora. Not hard enough to take damage enough that it kills her anyway. And here she comes. Wow. That was mad. Every single time. Patricia, last woman standing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Her survival is bonkers. And this is with the new Antlers Cane, guys. Right? It's not with a crown. This is just because she's healing. She's dodging. And then as each round goes on, the new Antlers Cane gives her damage reduction. But it's nothing compared to what a Golden Crown would give her. Right? She's crazy. And you're saying, now imagine it with DTV? DTV would just die. To a lot of this stuff, right? The DTV doesn't dodge like 80% of the time like Patricia does. Like, you'd have to build a completely different style of lineup if you were using Vulcan. Oh, there we go. Stuns. Good pressure. Good counters. Good healing, man. In fact, Patricia and Natalie keep each other alive. Come on, Patricia. Just get an active here. Or maybe even poke damage is enough. I love how the basic has stupid amounts of damage as well. Uh-oh. Oh! Homejung got an active. It's our first L. That's a shame. Definitely winnable, though. Absolutely winnable. Let me just go double check her imprints to see if there's something we can give her to help her out. So she's got holy damage, crit damage, damage reduction. So let's just turn the holy damage real fast. And let's make that control immunity. That's going to help her against CC. And then this here, this control purify. I think we're going to... Yeah, we're going to keep it. I think control purify is wise. I think she can actually tank a lot of the damage over time. Thanks to the fact she has holy armor. So let's go again. Let's see how she does. So, okay. Immediate damage onto our Alamax, not good. Betty triggering. Control reflecting. Oh! And then Patricia gets turned into a dove and she's twined? I don't like that. We might need Elena in this one here. Okay. Betty going again. Does the control stick? It does. Sherlock's not in a good way here. Now, if we can heal up our Patricia, she's got some shields. Hopefully we can get some damage pressure out. We're looking like we can. Here we go. Can Aspen get an active skill here? I think he is going to get that. Come on. We're taking a lot of pokes. Alright, they're going on to Patricia, though. That's good. Halora, don't die. There we go. Halora gets an active. So does Natalie. Here comes Patricia. And then Aspen killing the ticks that Patricia kept low. That was such a beautiful tandem there. And then Patricia, can you get the kill on the ticks? Maybe. She needs to break free from this dove. Natalie hopefully can stay in here. There's the active from Nat. Patricia breaks free. Surely this is a win now. Absolutely. It's got to be. There it is. Just a Homejung left. We can beat this guy. There it is. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that damage across the board. Really clean. Really refreshing, actually, to see this kind of performance. Next up, we've got ourselves... Okay, it's Valk. Even with Destiny, we still see immediate Unbending Will triggers onto our Patricia there. She hasn't had a chance to improve her dodge. There we go. Finally gaining the control there on the enemy Valks. And it's happening again. There we go. It's now a Patricia solo clear at this point. Can she do it? She's keeping the damage pressure up. She's healing. There's the Phoenix. Oh, mate, she's dodging. Ooh, the Sigmund. That was close. That was definitely close. Let's try again. So, immediate control there onto the enemy team. Much better this time. Didn't have to have a lot of Valkyries bullying us, killing us, hurting us. But you know what killed us this time? Control. We took a lot of control there. So what I'm going to do in this particular fight, I'm going to remove Aspen. And we're going to probably opt for Elena instead. So I'm going to remove the Demon Bell off of the Aspen. We're going to give it to Elena. And then we're going to run Damage Over Time Purify on our Patricia. And hopefully that's enough to clear this. Okay then, let's go ahead and drop Aspen. We'll put in our Elena. And let's see how this team performs this time round. We still want to get control from Betty, so we're still going to use Betty's core. But if we can get more dodge from Elena, that would be nice. It just needs an active from Elena here, if we can get it. And, okay, we're looking all right. Betty triggering immediately there. There we go. Now we just need to see Elena do an active. Here we go. There we go. She's already done it. We've got Veil onto Patricia. This is looking good. Elena's alive. Alamac's alive. We've lost our Natalie, unfortunately, but the dodge is putting in wonders here. There's an active skill from Patricia. Oh, and we die to Damage Over Time. Let's try again. Okay. Take an already Unbending Will on our Patricia. Betty triggering, putting out control there. That's good. A little bit of poke damage, setting up for a kill here on the Valkyrie, especially the one in slot 3. Patricia putting out an active, getting the kill immediately. That is nice. Good damage pressure. Almost both Valkyries dead. It was Sigmunds that got the kill there. We need to lock them down with control. Okay, that time Betty getting hit first thing. That's really, really good opening. Really, really nice. Already Flame Strike nearly dead there in slot 5. Alamac putting out some poke damage onto him. Also, Patricia charged with energy. This is nice. Betty dies. There comes Patricia killing and setting up for a potential kill on both Valks here if she gets another active skill. Both of them very, very much in the death zone. One good active skill from Patricia and this is over. There it is. Love it. Nicely done. Wow, 662 billion damage as well. Super clean. And let's finish things here with Alamac. We don't even need to run our Aspen here. We'll let Elena do the work. We've got Betty for control, guys. This is going to be a show-stopping finish for our team. Easily beaten because it's one of these easier Transcendence waves. So hopefully we get the kill. There you go. That's going to trigger Betty crowd controlling hopefully all the little minions. No, not quite. They got some CC immunity on them, clearly. But I think that Alamac on the back, very much about to die. You can see here, with one good active skill from our Patricia or our Natalie, he's going to fall. Let's see it. I think it's going to go Halora. Then Natalie gets the kill. Yep. And now we just need Patricia to carry it home here, if she can. We've got target marks on both Seer Who's, I think. Or is it just the one in slot 1? Just the one in slot 1 there, actually. Patricia's not set up as much as we'd like. There we go. Finally triggering, though. And it looks like she can get the kill. That's Freya dead. And I think Natalie's probably going to clean this one. Yep. Natalie pulling it out the bag there with over 533 billion damage. That, folks, is the first 2 waves of Chapter 6. Absolutely annihilated. I am loving how Patricia is performing. She is so much fun. Holy Armor, putting in the work for protection. Control immunity, stopping us from getting wrecked by shenanigans. And Giant Killer, well, doubling our damage output. It is absolutely wild. And thanks to her being Destiny, of course, we have a lot of improvements coming here through. And it's just nice. It's just really, really nice. And Betty, all you need is a B tier, really. Nice bit of control immunity offset. Control precision just goes a long way with Betty. And yeah, Tree of Origin 1 with a core, couldn't ask for anything more, except for maybe Tree of Origin 5 and improving Doom Death, which will double the amount of energy she feeds herself when she twines opponents. Either way, it's been an absolute blast, folks. If you want to catch more of the Turbo series, hit that subscribe button, as we will be pushing this into Tower of Oblivion. We'll be getting more waves in campaign. We got plenty of stuff still left to do. And when we get some more Stellars, we'll even do some more Destiny improvements. Folks, I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. And until then, have an amazing week and happy idling.